Lastly, Lawrence the Homestead writes, Brett and Candace collaboration. Yes, absolutely promise it. Promise it. Maybe we will do like a little Friday collab, like every Friday or something, and we'll do culture. Like we'll go into Luigi Mangione and figure out what we can find and fun stuff like that to just keep people remembering where her new channel is so that they can support her. Because like I said, she is a tremendous talent. And so I'm happy to send every bit of support her way.
Yes, they're real. Yes, they're fabulous.
What's up, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and some spicy new news on the Brett Cooper exit from Daily Wire. Some people seemingly in the know, mainly Sydney Watson, seem to imply that her exit absolutely was not, how do we say, as mutual as we might say, given the number of connections that she has in the market or in the space with other people who've worked for the companies. I would consider her a pretty strong resource on this. And the new show absolutely getting shredded, which I don't know if it's fair or not. I understand why Brett Cooper fans are mad. And to be honest with you, now that more information's come out, I think I am even more, I guess, on the side of people who may be, mass downvoting the show and mass unsubscribing, because it seems like maybe this wasn't exactly the clean break that the legalese has, told us that it might be. Let's get into all the new news. Plus, her partnering up allegedly with Candace Owens. Apparently, seems to be a hot rumor. I just want to let you know, I do have a live stream channel, Quartercast. I'm live every day at 1 Eastern. I have rotating guest hosts every single week between Hannah Claire, Styx Hexenhammer, Melanie Mack, Luke Rodkowski, and Gothics now. I'd love for you to tune in 1 Eastern. If you're a YouTube only viewer, please follow Quartercast. If you are a Rumbler, please just tune in. That said, also this week while Tim is off, I'll be live at 8 Eastern each night. So that is Monday, Thursday, Friday this week. And then all of next week, we will have our 1 o'clock show and we will have an 8 o'clock show to keep you informed. So please do subscribe over to Quartercast if you're a YouTube only viewer. Let's start with a little bit of the backlash. This video here with the new host of the comment section, or the comment section, has 12,000 downvotes. 12,000 downvotes to just 2,000 upvotes. Now, initially, I said, hey, guys, take it easy on this Reagan person. We don't know the situation. We don't know, if she's just kind of caught in the middle here. There seems to be some indication that that is not the case after Brett Cooper unfollowed her, deleted her wedding photos, unfollowed other people at the Daily Wire. It seems to be that there's definitely more to this situation than meets the eye. I said, hey, don't go out of your way to downvote this. That's crazy. Well, people are pretty pissed off. And in terms of the comment section, Daily Wire learned a very valuable lesson in this, that the person is the show. And, that's how I've always known. I've always known that. It's the golden handcuffs of the Quartering, for example. Now, I do have a vacation planned in February where I have co-hosts. All my co-hosts are going to run the show for a week, but I know they can never take over the whole show. It just wouldn't work. And I'm still going to do the daily videos. So it's I don't know why they thought that this would work out. But I mean, if you look at what's happening to the channel from a subscriber standpoint, and again, obviously people are going to unsubscribe, but they've lost 10, 50, 90, 110, 120, 170, 200, 250, call it 300,000. They've lost 300,000 subscribers in basically the week following this. I'm not surprised. Now, again, I haven't seen any evidence that, Reagan, the current host of the show, should get the level of hate that she's getting, but there is certainly some speculation online. So 300,000 gone there, and now Brett Cooper has nearly 500,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel without a single video yet. That's pretty wild. She did indicate that she was going to have a video coming out very soon. So, that's one thing. It's possible. But this is a big yikes. Please rename the channel to the comment section without Brett Cooper. Mommy, why is a scary lady still impersonating Brett Cooper? That seems to be like one of the big pushbacks is that, the whole acting class thing. There seems to be some actual truth to that. To me, like her mimicking all of her, mimicking all of her mannerisms and personality and all this kind of stuff and the camera angles. People think it's just a little too weird. I don't genuinely think they could have continued the comment section without Brett Cooper. They should have just handed it over to her as part of a severance and then started a new channel with this new lady and remarketed it. Any idiot who's been doing YouTube would have been able to tell you that, because this channel's going to tank now because it has, 5 million, 6 million subscribers, and hardly any of them are clicking on the video. And the only ones that seem to be clicking on it are just coming here to click downvote and leave. This is just plain awful. Watching the show without Brett is making me so pissed off at the Daily Wire that I had to cancel my subscription. I hate what they did. I suspect Brett will have her own, subscription type program. I'm guessing. I say we get rid of daylight savings time and replace it with its producer. This is just one of those rare occasions when reading negative comments is just so satisfying. Brett Cooper's YouTube page is already up to 417,000 subscribers. She doesn't have a single video up yet. I mean, people seem to be reveling in the destruction of this channel. That's not your chair. That's not your channel. These aren't your views. We are not your audience. I would guess that Daily Wire will probably never try this again. This is and again, maybe this Reagan individual never did anything wrong and all this hate. She was kind of like given a bad rap. They used to say Brett Cooper on the bottom of the microphone, BC. Now it says RC. So maybe she even has the same last name. I don't know or care what her last name is. Again, I've got nothing against her. I'm just reporting on the situation as it stands. Then we saw a pretty spicy video from Sydney Watson yesterday where she talks about she was definitely betrayed. And she talks a little bit about some in business knowledge
around personality. You can't just copy paste a new person into an existing role and expect it to work. It very rarely does. People, especially on YouTube, repeatedly show up for the content creators that they like, and they expect to see the content creators that they like. And so I think that's why, for me, watching all of this unfold, it rubs me the wrong way. So with that said, I am going to link Brett's new YouTube channel in the description that Reagan is in fact innocent in all of this. As a peaceful transition, the passing of the torch, if you will. But if it was that, then why didn't this happen on camera with the two of them in the same room?
Good question.
Why wasn't there any sort of discussion between the two of them publicly that demonstrates that things are fine? When there's silence is often indicative of not good stuff going on. But again, I feel like that's just me beating a dead horse, because I think it's pretty clear that these two are not friends, that this wasn't a peaceful transition, that it wasn't a happy moment where, oh, my friend is leveling up and I'm going off to do something else. I think that we'd be kidding ourselves.
I agree.
If we arrived at that conclusion. Beyond that, I think it's actually really important to note that, assuming that Reagan is in fact innocent in all of this, what Daily Wire is actually doing to her is kind of messed up.
Yeah.
The comment section was built around Brett. It was popularized by Brett. Replacing her, especially like this, means that the audience won't give Reagan a fair chance. And
I agree with that. Now, she does talk about, how her audience on TikTok said, hey, wear a blue shirt on your final show if you're under an NDA. And she did wear a blue shirt on her final show. Could it be coincidence? Sure. She also talks about here.
Moves fully into the realm of Daily Wire is effectively covering up bad stuff and then using legal documents to stop that information from coming to light. Hello, Cherry.
Now, Sydney Watson claims that she's talked to other people that work at Daily Wire and there's bad stuff going on there. I have no reason to doubt Sid. She knows people in the industry. I know they all have their little private DM groups and all this kind of stuff. So I'm not surprised by this.
And it means that a lot of this stuff is allowed to not only continue, but to proliferate. And I know some of you are not going to like hearing me say this, but I know for a fact that Daily Wire has had some people sign forever NDAs that effectively prohibit them from discussing their awful, awful experiences while working for the company. And I want to be crystal clear here. What I'm referring to goes beyond the realm of, oh, this person's unhappy, it's a disgruntled employee, and ventures into, not even ventures into, moves fully into the realm of Daily Wire is effectively covering up bad stuff and then using legal documents to stop that information from coming to light. Hello, cherubs.
Now she does say, hey, this is allegedly, this is what she's alleging. I mean, that would be a big yikes. You could see this, Isabella Moody writing, Candace Owens posts in support of Brett Cooper not once but twice. But again, you know, the enemy of my enemy might be my friend in that case. I don't think that necessarily means anything. But then people are pointing to this clip here.
Her old channel, it'll keep recommending her old channel for a little bit until things get changed, but no bother whatsoever because we will keep promoting her on the show, and I will have her as a guest in the new year without question. It'll be good to do some collab stuff with her. I miss her. Lastly, Lawrence the Homestead writes, Brett and Candace collaboration. Yes, absolutely promise it. Maybe we will do like a little Friday collab, like every Friday or something, and we'll do culture. Like we'll go into Luigi Mangione and figure out what we can find.
Now, people are pointing to this to say, oh, well, she 100% definitely is teaming up with Candace Owens. Well, I don't think it's quite that clear. But the fact that she would commit to a weekly show or a weekly appearance is a bold commitment.
And fun stuff like that to just keep people remembering where her new channel is so that they can support her. Because like I said, she is a tremendous talent. And so I am happy to send every bit of support her way. All right, guys, that's it.
She could just be showing solidarity to his sister. You know what I mean? You have Abby Libby here saying, if Brett Cooper is foolish enough to hitch her wagon to Candace, then it's good she's no longer with Daily Wire. Now, I don't agree with everything Candace Owens says. I would say Brett Cooper built a 500,000 follower YouTube channel without a single video. I think she should be going out on her own exclusively. I told her that directly in conversation with her. If she has a different reason, why can't she partner up with Candace? Candace has got a ton of money. Her husband's got a ton of money. They can afford to pay her a high salary and maybe give her a better deal. I mean, I would say ultimately she's got to do what she wants to do or what she thinks is best for her. I absolutely could see her teaming up with Candace. I wish she would consider not signing with anybody and just building her own channel and taking 100% of the cake, 100% of the money. It's a lot more work, but boy, is it a lot more rewarding. At the end of the day, she could start her own Brett fan club. Like I have the quartering.com memberships, or Tim has Timcast. She could build up, she could probably bring in between merch and new signups $1 million in a month, just launching it the right way, and then hire all the staff she needs. But I don't know. I mean, I don't care if she partners up with Candace. I think that she might think it's a good idea. She might not be interested in doing the producing and the research and all this other stuff. She might not be interested in that. Not everyone wants to do all that. Not everyone wants to design their stupid thumbnails and do all this kind of stuff. So I'm looking at it from a personal perspective that may be biased. I don't like doing my thumbnails either, but I want control. I want total control over, so I have a staff. Like people forget, I've got 2 full-time video editors plus a full-time graphics design person just to make this channel go. And you have to manage those people. Not everyone wants to manage people. But I think with what Sydney Watson has said, and, based on her credibility and, other kind of spicy things, the little unfollows, this and that and other stuff, certainly indicates to me that this was almost certainly not a happy departure like they would claim it would be. And this is certainly we're probably not done hearing about it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Haha. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do subscribe to Quartercast if you're YouTube only, and of course Brett Cooper's new channel, which I'll leave linked as well. I'd love to see you on our daily live streams. We'll talk to you again real soon.